Guys, I'm Samantha. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. For those that haven't subscribed as yet, please hit the subscribe button down below. Today's gonna be my first video. I will be doing a short review on one product that I really like, but I'll be showing you a few products from the same company. These products are products that I use for myself and that I really love. So the first one is going to be the feminine spray from nenefemhealth. It can be used as a deodorant or just as a spray. And then the second one is going to be the feminine wash, and it's unscented. There's two types. There's unscented, actually sorry, there's three types. There's the unscented one, and then there's a scented one, and then there's another one for like a pH balancer. I got the unscented one right now, but I do really love the scented one. It's just what I could get at the time that I take. Anyhow, I'm just gonna go right into my video on the Yoni Pearl. So this is what the Yoni Pearl looks like. I bought two of them and I use one package. It came with three, and this is what it is. You'll get it in a cute little pouch like this. It will come with the instructions how to use, so I won't get too much into like a long video of that, but this is what it is. It's small, and you just find the string here, that one right there, and you unravel it and you put it in the applicator if you have an applicator. If you don't have an applicator, you just need to make sure that your hands are clean, freshly washed. What I do is I will use this same product, the wash, to wash my hands. You can use whichever product you feel safe with using, but I have that one and I also use it for my shower, so I figured why not use it to wash my hands, to touch my pearls, to place my pearls inside the applicator and stick it where it's supposed to go. So what I didn't do when I was using my pearls, I didn't put it in any coconut oil. So I do recommend using a coconut oil. It doesn't have to be this brand, it could be any brand, any of your preference, but I do prefer to use like all not a coconut oil that hasn't been like processed too much. I mean, if you know how to make your coconut oil as well, you can also do that. Do what works for you, but I like using coconut oil. I chose this brand. I bought it in the health food store. If you have a Costco that's close to you, you can also go to Costco and you can get a big jar of coconut oil. It does go a long way. You can use it for whatever else you want to. I couldn't get to Costco, so I did buy that in the health food store. Anyways, so I didn't dip mine in the coconut oil at first because I was just following the instructions that were on my when I purchased. I got a little instruction booklet, so I would recommend using the coconut oil. So what you can expect with using the Yoni pearls. So the first day that I did use the Yoni pearls, I think it was the 13th of this month. So I had a shower, I unraveled, I put it in. I didn't buy an applicator, but if you don't have an applicator, you can use a tampon applicator. Remove the tampon, and it will take a little while in figuring it out, but it's fairly easy. As long as once you can figure it out, you can put it in and just insert it. So that's what I did, because I wasn't sure if I can just put the Yoni pearls in with my hands and just had it sit where it's supposed to sit. So I did that. It felt fine. I started off with one. Some people start off with three, two, but I started off with one because it was my first time. So you're supposed to keep the pearl in for 3 days or 24 hours. I kept mine a little bit over 24 hours because after day one, it felt like it was trying to come out. I didn't really know, like, should I take it out at that point or not, so I tried to keep it in. So I did went over 24 hours. At that point, when I realized what was going on, I took it out and I had a shower, and I'm like, I'll put the other two in. And then I put the other two in, and I didn't even keep it in for I don't even think I had it in for 5 hours. I can't really remember the amount of hours right now because I didn't write anything down, but I would say that I probably had all three Yoni pearls in maybe for 50 hours, or yeah, because you're supposed to keep them in for 72 hours. I couldn't make it to even 60, so it's okay if you can't make it to 60 or 72 hours. You have to just use it to how your body feels that you can use it. I only did like, as I said, maybe 50 hours, if that much. It just wanted to come out. Like, I put it in and it wanted to come out, so I did take it out. The purging process already begun from the first pearl that I took out, but I wasn't too sure, so I thought, okay, I'll put two more or whatever. So if you start using the pearl and you realize that it starts to come out, you probably already start your purging process. Yeah, so you can experience a little bit of itching. I don't know, for some people it could be quite a lot. You could experience dead cells, which is okay, and you might experience some yeast. Some people experience bad odor. For me, as far as the videos I watch, some women experience odor. It just varies. For me, I didn't experience that. All I experienced was mild itching, and it wasn't like itching like, no, it was more like you have something that shouldn't, like, it's not, your body is not used to it being there, so it's like whatever is coming out, the outer part of your vagina is more sensitive, so anything goes there, it's gonna feel a little bit different, maybe a little bit irritated. The coconut oil comes in handy for that, and that's why I said on the first use you probably want to put some coconut oil around the Yoni pearls. So it did help. You can just put it outside or inside, it's your choice. If you're not comfortable with putting it inside, then don't, but for me, I'm fine with using the coconut oil. So it did relieve that part of it. A lot of other people, a lot of other videos that I saw, I've seen people experience, I wouldn't get into too much details, but if you've watched other videos about Yoni Pearl, then you would hear stories of people purging for 2 weeks, or they've experienced dead cells, yeast, BV, that kind of stuff. For me, I didn't experience all of that. My experience was mild. I only had the dead skin cells, I mean the dead cells. Then maybe a little yeast. I honestly, I don't think I experienced yeast. I just think it was just, the coconut oil, and basically, yeah, that was it. After Initially, the purging process should be 7 days. So my process basically lasts those 7 days. So it's supposed to be 3 days in, 3 days out, and yeah, it would be six, but I gave myself extra day before I, did anything, and then I kept checking myself to make sure everything was out. You will feel something a little bit rough. Don't worry, that's just the dead cells. That's gonna be a little bit rougher. It won't be as smooth as you're used to, but as I said, the coconut oil comes in handy. It's really good. You can use it It's amazing. Once the purging process is finished, once it's over, it's done, you'll feel good. You won't have any excessive like skin cells left over. You'll know. You just have to keep checking, make sure it's all good. I wouldn't recommend having sex while you're purging. If you have to, then I would recommend making sure you clean yourself before doing that. Wash your hands, clean up yourself, use your coconut oil. Yeah, but for me, it wasn't much of like a bad experience. It was good. I didn't experience anything to the extreme. There was no odor. There's a little bit of cramping. I forgot to say that you might feel a little bit of cramping, a little pulling, because that's just the pearls working. It does work well. I would recommend it. You can purchase it on nenefemhealth, and she's on Instagram. And I am not getting paid for these videos. I'm just showing you a few products that does help with people say that it helps with fertility, it helps with cramps. I personally, I just wanted to try it. I wanted to see how it worked for me. I only did one package of three, as I said, so I still have my other package that I will try at a later date, maybe in 2 months or in a month. It doesn't recommend you to do it like every week or twice a month or whatever, but to each his own. I did only do mine this month, so I think that should be good for at least until a month or two. But yeah, the Yoni pearls, they're good. I didn't experience anything bad, but for other people, it could be they can have bad experience. Everybody's body is different. It's just you have to know your body, know what you can do. And as I said, I only tried one product when I started off. I put one pearl in. I don't think I needed to put the other two products in because I already started my purging process in like after 24 hours. But I was just a little bit confused. I did my research before I even used the Yoni Pearl. I read about it, I watched videos about it, and I think I even purchased these pearls since last year, but I was just I wanted to do in-depth research before I even use it, because not all the herbs can go well with your body. You can have allergic reaction. So right away, if you see that if it's not working for you, you need to take it out. If you need to seek professional help, then I think you should do so. For me, it worked well. I didn't have any like allergic reaction to anything, but it will tell you what's inside of the herbs. The booklet comes with the instruction, all the ingredients, so if you know that you're allergic to something, then I wouldn't recommend using it. If you don't know, then maybe you can talk to your doctor about using it. Maybe doctors won't recommend using the Yoni pearls, but from the holistic point, I think Yoni pearls are fine for me. You can give it a try if you like. And people do say that is it does make you feel tighter down there. And yes, initially, for the first use, well, while you're using it, you're gonna feel tight. You might, yeah, it's gonna feel different. But like I said, if it does feel a little bit too dry, which it will get dry, coconut oil is your best friend. I wouldn't recommend using like lubes over the counter. I think the best bet is coconut oil, because you can be as wet as ever when you're on your own without using the pearl, but once you use these pearls, you're gonna get extremely dry. Doesn't matter, it's dry. And before I forget, you need to take your probiotics. You need to take be drinking your water. If you're not a lover of water, I do recommend putting some lemon or lime in your water and drinking that. If you don't want to do that, then coconut water is good if you can get coconut water. I'm not sure if you can, but I'm sure you can find coconut water in the grocery store. But I also don't think I would recommend buying coconut water in the grocery store, because if you can find the actual jelly straight from the tree, that kind of thing, then it would be best, because coconut water from the store, like those brands, they do add sugar, and while you're doing the processing of purging, sorry, I would not recommend for you to take sugar, that, processed food, dairy. I strongly recommend that you maybe try to cut out eating bread, those kind of pasta. I would recommend more like a vegetarian diet. If you can't have like a vegan diet, you can have your meat. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but if you can cut it out for those 7 days or those 6 days, it would be helpful. You take your probiotic drinks, lots of water, because as I said, your body, you will feel dried out. So those points help. The coconut oil helps, water helps, probiotic, and cutting out like sugary stuff and dairy. If you can't cut it out, anything else, dairy and sugary stuff are the ones that I do recommend you to cut out, because if you already have issues with yeast infection, BV, then when you're doing the purging, that stuff will get worse, and adding sugar to your diet will not help. So it's best to cut the sugar, take more water, take your probiotics, and I think your purging process should be fine. If you do choose to purge, I would recommend using the nenefemhealth or any other brand of your choosing. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook. I did buy mine on Instagram because I've been following her for a while now, and she sells other stuff, as I said, and it's been good. If you have any suggestions or anything that you would like to see, please leave a comment and I will gladly reply, and I will try to make a video of whatever else you guys want to see. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day.